price of commodities, people are shouting, and you know, still people are spending money as if nothing is happening in Christmas Park, which is good, by the way, because it's increasing employment on the other side. Well, let's get your take.
Well, very simple. I want to once again add my voice to that of those that are calling for the release of the core members that went to serve the nation in Sokoto and we had abducted on their way in Zamfara. I don't know, you know, what led to the release of the ones that have been released, but I do know that when the ones that were abducted in Kogi State were released, one of us who are in CSO came up to say his daughter was actually among those and that he paid ransom. He already said he paid ransom, that the state did not assist. The AKTC that whose vehicles, you know, got involved was never, you know, was nowhere to be reached. So I do not know the rationale behind the 2 out of the 8 that we are remaining. So I'm still calling on the authorities to do more. I have read the press statement from the police PPRO. I have also heard the government saying they are working hard. The security, the Commissioner for Security and the Commissioner for Internal Security and Waterways, my friend General Koko Essien, has also said that the government is working on the ground. But I want to see result. I will be happy that the state will be given Christmas package by these children being released. For me, that will be the greatest joy that we will ever have in this 25th Christmas that is just a few days around the corner. If the children are rejoined to the families, it will be a great joy for the state.
All right, that's a very good one. And of course, recall, I also have been pushing for a hashtag Make Noise.
Yes, make noise.
Make Noise, which is of course the making of noise to awaken government to their responsibility, and of course some other concerns which Akwa Ibomites raised. Well, let's talk first off. Have a look at that. We thank God for the release of those 2, though we do not know if ransom was paid or if by...
Whatever it is, the kids should be rejoined with their families. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, well, hopeful. One very important aspect of this conversation we must look at is the price of commodities in the market as we speak. Occasioned by the current economic hardship, people are complaining that they cannot afford a lot of what is being sold, especially this Utah season. If you juxtapose that with the current economic purchasing power of the average Nigerian, which is, you know, reducing by the day, people are complaining that what they are earning cannot match up with what they intend to buy. So let's look at this issue of the current price of commodities here in Akwa Ibom State. What's your take? Because I did say from the intro that last year you gave us a lowdown of how much each commodity during the Utah season cost that then. Have you gone to the market recently? Have you done Christmas shopping?
I have, but what I will do, I will want to rather skip this particular conversation to close to Christmas, because items keep changing, the prices keep changing. The price you get today is not static. The price you get today, tomorrow you go to the market is different. And so if I give you price today, by tomorrow the price will be different. So I would rather do it. I would rather prefer to give the package that will be close to Christmas. And for today, I would rather want to appeal to the governor to do more to ensure that we have food on our table. There is hunger in the land. I tell you from all honesty, if you go to the street, you see people suffering. There is hunger in the land. And I'm appealing to the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Umoino, to do his best to put food on the table of the people of Akwa Ibom State. The contractors handling road projects, for instance, they have almost shut down. No fund. The state is just calm. Everything is just quiet. People are indoors. It's like we are just, I don't know whether it's like we are in a mourning state. What are we mourning? I cannot really say. So I'm just appealing to the governor that he should rejuvenate the economy. He should put money into the economy. He should begin to fund projects. it should begin to release funds into capital projects that will, that will cause employment to be created, that will begin to put food on the table of, because on the table of everyone. Because if you are funding a road project, it's not only the person that's handling the contract that is enjoying it. Now, the entire stretch of that road, the communities who are there will be engaged for labor job, and then those who are selling pure water, sachet water, and the rest, cucumber fruit, and on that stretch of road, the workers there will buy it, and then the money will go down to the downtrodden. That is the truth about it. You don't just say because if you want to fund if you fund a project, you are giving it to the person handling it. No. It will have spiral effect down to the grassroots. So I want to plead with the governor. Let the state become an industrial hub. Let the state become a construction site. That you move here, you see job going on. Okay, take for instance, the road leading to this your station now. While coming down here, I saw nothing less than 30 youths who are working there, helping to either excavate the gutter, either carry blocks, either mix sand. And this is what I'm saying. Now that this project has taken away nothing less than 30 youth from the street. And whatever they are going to make from there will now go back to the family. And those who are now, I saw people selling small makeshift food there because of the workers there now. And they will also get the workers who now buy from those who are selling there, and then that is how it is. Thank God that we are having the Christmas village that is booming. The Christmas park, yeah. Now that is booming. But the truth is that everybody will not go to Christmas village. And let me also advocate that the government should try to decentralize the Christmas village activity. Now, subsequent ones, the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, whose ministry is handling the project, the Christmas village package, should also look towards having it in 3 senatorial districts. You have one in Ikodekpene, you have one in Eket for the people of Eket zone, for the people of Ikodekpene, then you have this one in Uyo. So that because those in Ika, Etimekbo, all of them will not come to Uyo to do their marketing, to do their sales, but they can easily go to the one in Ikodekpene. Then those in Mbarenin, Mbo, Ikolabasi, Isolabolo will not come to Uyo. They will just go to the one nearby, which is in Eket Central. So the government should also decentralize the Christmas village activity in subsequent planning, so that you can now you will now be able to boost the economy in the rural areas and in the hinterland. My call particularly is not about the urban. We have focused so much attention on the urban cities. Let us also look at how we can get these monies, get this economy to spiral back into the rural areas. There is hunger in the land, and those who are even doing those who are even doing business today are even suffering. There is no cash. The naira is scarce, and nobody knows what is happening. We keep hearing different stories from the CBN, stories from different stories, and the presidency has not given us a clear-cut story as to why the currency is scarce. And those who are doing POS have taken up their interest to 100%. So you can now see that everything is stifling the people. So I'm appealing to the governor of Akwa Ibom State to fund projects, release funds, so that this project will be able to touch the lives of people living in that stretch, people who are passing by, people who are doing businesses there can also be able to enjoy from the benefit of that project that is being funded by the government.
So invariably you're asking that money should
be released, yeah.
Circulate.
That's it. You don't just
the
give.
Lack of circulation of money.
I listened to.
Some kind of hardship.
Yes, no. I listened to my friend and brother Prince Godwin today in an interview he held with a sister radio program. After I came here and I was in a sister program to assess the governor, and I said in 6 months that the governor is yet to hit the ground running. And I listened to my friend and brother today went to a sister program to try to justify why projects are actually not being moving, that there is need to do verification and evaluate that the prices that this contract we are actually given as at the time that we are given, and now the dollar has increased, and you buy bitumen, you buy asphalt, and laterally the prices have gone high, there's need to re-evaluate this contract and this project. But I'm saying whatever the government will do, it should be done faster. Because you should not continue to be doing, to evaluate until eternity. You have 4 years in office. Honestly speaking, the government has 4 years in office. Before you know it, a year is finished. Before you know it, 2 years. Before you know it, you are in the next round of elections. I'm telling you the truth. So while the governor is trying to re-evaluate or begin to reassess, I want to see projects being embarked upon. The governor should embark on tour of local government councils. These are the grassroots people that need to also feel the impact and to be able to have a first-hand information about what is happening at the local government level. Because my agent mom will not come to Uyo to meet the governor, but he can easily go to the local government council and meet the chairman and meet the councillors. But here you have a council that is being overgrown by weeds. Office of chairman has been taken over by reptiles and the termites. And then you don't have anything to write about the local government councils. So the governor should embark on local government tour. The governor should embark on tour of those projects that we are initiated by his predecessor, to be able to have a first-hand knowledge as to what actually is happening there and know what to be done. You have to take off this project because none should be abandoned. I also want the governor to embark on the Ibom Deep Sea Port. This is a key project that should be executed. The Ibom Science Park project, another key that should be achieved. If you achieve these two projects, I tell you, the state will become an industrial hub and there will be a lot of activities going on. People will be engaged. Jobs will be created massively for the youth of the state.
Well, that's a good advocacy, though. Just to add to what you said, you know that the two projects you mentioned are massive projects.
Yes.
They will be needing a lot of money.
Exactly.
So, well, we can only hope that
if these two can be achieved, Ike, that for me will be enough.
Well, it requires money.
Because you see, these two are possibly going to be either through private-public partnership. It may not just be government solely funding it. That is the truth. But you could have partners who come and invest in it. That is, try to open up, do a road. As we speak now, there is no road that leads to the Ibom Deep Sea Port. There is no road there. So you need to do a road first to that seaport, open it up, and then begin to unbundle or whatever had entangled it, get the necessary approvals, and start the process.
Well, I'll talk on one very important part of that Ibom matter. If you recall, in the last administration, there was a problem with the name, if it was going to be Ibaka or Ibom. And that lingered for a very long time, and that almost caused some kind of problem in itself. So we do not know if it has been addressed, that issue of whether it's Ibaka or Ibom.
That is why
that stalled some level of development at that time, because it was said that people were contending whether it was going to be Ibaka or Ibom. So has that been settled?
You see, that is why I use the word Ibom, Deep Sea Port. It's a government project. The government is entitled to name it the way it wants to name it. If the government wants to call it Franklyn Seaport, that is what it will be. The government came up and renamed the airport to Victor Atas Airport. Now, if it were called, assuming the airport was called Okobo Airport, Uyo Airport, Ensreta Airport, the government came up through a legislation from the assembly and said, henceforth, the airport is now known as Victor Atta International Airport. Same goes to the stadium. If it had been called Merebe Stadium, where it is located, or if it has been called Uyo Stadium, the government came up through the support of the assembly and said, henceforth, it is now called Gosa Stadium. So for me, the name should not even be an issue. What should be an issue here is let the project start functioning. It will create employment for the youth of the state. The host community will benefit, the catchment area will benefit, and everyone will benefit from that project.
Okay, let's leave Akwa Ibom for a bit because of time. Let's head straight to River State, where there is still crisis in the State House of